Hello everyone. Today I am taking two problems, one on mensuration and one on trigonometry. And importantly, both these problems were asked for 9th school exams and also previously in the 10th board exams. Okay? So all the 9th and 10th standard students, please go through these sums. First is from mensuration. Okay? Second will be from trigonometry, which I'll solve it later. So first let us see the problem for mensuration. Observe. Hope you are ready with a notebook and a pen. A cylindrical bucket of diameter 28 centimeters. I have shown a cylinder here. Diameter 28. Remember, you have to be careful whether diameter is given or radius is given. Diameter 28, height 20 was full of sand. इसके अंदर sand भरा हुआ है. When the sand in the bucket was poured on the ground, bucket tilt करके sand was poured on the ground. तो क्या हुआ? The sand was converted into a heap of coal. Naturally, bucket के बाहर आने के बाद it fell on the ground in the form of a coal. तो ध्यान में रहे दोस्तों, यही सैंड कोन के शेप में चेंज हो गई, सेम सैंड. ओके, सो when the sand in the bucket was poured on the ground, the sand was converted into a heap of coal. Height of the cone 14 centimeters. Into a heap of cone of height 14 centimeters. Find the base area of the cone. The base area of the cone means what? Area of the base circle. We have seen that a cone has always got a circle at its base. So we are asked area of the base circle. We are not asked the radius of the cone. क्या पूछा है? Area of the base circle. Okay? So this is the problem. You can just take down or just be ready with a pen and notebook. Hurry up. Okay? चलो, let's go ahead. So first thing is diagram में क्या क्या लिख सकते हैं? Diameter 28 है, so naturally radius of the cylinder is 14. Okay? It's a cylindrical bucket. Cylindrical का डब्बा ले लो, उसके अंदर सैंड भरा हुआ है. So radius 28, sorry, diameter 28, radius is 14, half of 28. Now for the cylinder, I will call it as R1. Okay, instead of R, because there will be two radii. इसका एक रेडियस है और इसका भी एक रेडियस है. So we don't want us to get confused. So first radius I will call as R1, second radius I will call as R2. So first radius is given as 14, half of 28. Height of the cylinder is 20. Clear? This is about the cylindrical bucket. बाद में sand बाहर आने के बाद it gets converted into a cone. Naturally we all know sand अगर ऊपर से डाल दिया तो cone के फॉर्म में गिर जाएगी ग्राउंड के ऊपर. So this is in the form of the cone. So for this R2 and height H2, right? R1 R2 H1 H2 दोनों heights भी अलग अलग की है. Now height of the cone is given as 14. So H2 is given as 14. So what is asked? Area of the base circle. Base area means area of the base circle. Now what is the formula for circle? Area of circle, pi r squared. So what is the area of this circle? Pi r2 squared. So when we get the value of pi r2 squared, we will get our answer. Simple सी बात है, right? Now where do we start? First of all, we have written all things R1, R2, H1, H2, right? Now comes the important point. Sand has just changed its shape cylindrical to cone. Simple. When it was in the cylindrical bucket, sand was in the shape of cylinder. When it was poured on the ground, cylindrical shape got converted into cone. So cylindrical shape has got converted into cone. So only shape has changed. Sand remains the same. When sand remains the same, volume remains the same. Now if you see in the diagram, ये सेम सैंड ग्राउंड पे आ गई है. यहाँ से सैंड निकल के बाहर नहीं फेंकी. Just from here, we have poured the sand over here. So volume of this sand is equal to volume of this sand. That is the important point in this problem. So volume remains the same. So because the volume remains the same, here it is cylinder, here it is cone. So volume of cylinder equal to volume of conical heap. Simple, right? Shape बदल गया, volume नहीं. Got it? So volume of cylindrical shape is equal to volume of conical heap. What is the formula for volume of cylinder? Pi r squared h. But now it will be pi r1 squared h1. R1 and h1. Volume of cone 1/3 pi r squared h. But here it is r2 squared h2. Now in a usual problem, ये हो गया, ये समझ में आ गया full? Volume remains the same. Now after substituting, in most cases, especially in 10th standard, we cancel this pi from both sides. लेकिन यहाँ पे pi cancel किया नहीं है. Okay? I'll ask you the reason later after 2-3 steps. That is one more important point. Pi cancel क्यों नहीं किया? Value of pi I have taken as 22/7. R1 is 14. So 14 squared. H1 is 20. Just substitute the values. Right hand side 1/3. Pi R2 squared I have taken in a bracket. You must have started thinking now. Pi R2 squared bracket में क्यों लिया? Let's see. H2 is 14. Right? So 14 squared I have written 14 into 14. Since I am just simplifying. And 1/3 into 14, pi r2 squared थोड़ा अलग लिखा है, separate out. 7 2s are 14, so you get क्या हो गया इधर 22 into 2 44 into 14 into 20. Right hand side को 14 into 1 14/3 into pi r2 squared. Now you will realize why we have taken this separately, because pi r2 squared is asked. Starting में देखा area of the base circle pi r squared. So here it is pi r2 squared. That is the reason pi r2 squared we have separated out, and that is the reason I did not cancel pi here. Because if I had cancelled pi here and here, usually the problem is simplified, but in this case pi r2 squared would have gone. मिला नहीं देखा आपको. It would have become more complicated. We would have got the answer, but first find r2 then pi r2 squared. But here pi r2 squared is already present. That is the reason we have separated out. That is the reason यहाँ cancel नहीं किया. And then after doing all this, pi r2 squared I am keeping on the right hand side. Cross multiply. Take 3 above. Take 14 below. If you simplify all this, 14 cancels. Pi r2 squared is equal to 2640 centimeters squared. Now what is pi r2 squared? Area of the base circle. Okay, that is the answer. It is not the total surface area of cone or curved surface area of cone. सिर्फ area of base circle पूछा है ना, उतना ही find out करो. Pi r2 squared. So इसमें important point दो चीज है. First is equate the volume. Sand remains the same. Shape change होता है. Secondly, second thing was don't cancel pi in this particular sum because we need pi r2 squared. So these are the key points that you should keep on thinking, keep on remembering. Okay. So this was the first sum about mensuration. Asked both in the 9th and 10th. If you have not written this down, now you can write it down. Okay? Right. So we take the second sum on trigonometry. ये भी sum दोनों वर्ष पूछा है 9th and 10th के लिए. So be ready now with trigonometry and write the problem what is given. Simple problem है. We'll finish in 5 minutes. देख लो, A is equal to 30 degrees. Find the values of tan 2A. And hence verify Okay. Let us begin. क्या दिया है? Angle A equal to 30 degrees. Okay. Find the values of, first we'll find out what is tan 2A. Then 2 tan A and tan squared A. And verify this formula. Now this formula is there in the 11th standard जो हम आज verify कर रहे हैं. Okay. So let us begin. First find tan 2A. A is 30. Okay. Capital A means angle A. Two into 30, 60. Tan 60. You should know certain values now. Tan 60 is root 3. Okay. So we got this. बाद में क्या पूछा है? 2 tan A. Two into tan 30. Now don't think it is the same as this. 2 बाहर है तो अंदर नहीं ले सकते. You can't multiply 30 into 2 because tan is there. It is tan of 30. So this is different. This is different. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So 2 into 1 by root 3 क्या मिला? 2 by root 3. बराबर है? 2 into 1 is 2, 2 upon root 3. So we got 2 tan A. Tan squared A. Tan squared A is 30. So tan squared 30 can be written as tan 30 bracket squared. Tan squared का meaning क्या है दोस्तों? It is tan 30 bracket squared. Tan squared means bracket squared. So tan 30, just now we have seen 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 bracket squared. What is 1 by root 3 bracket squared? 1 squared is 1, root 3 squared is 3. ये मिल गया. Now have to verify this. Okay? For verification, let us write this LHS. You have to verify the meaning क्या है? It's a sort of proof. Show that LHS equal to RHS by taking certain numbers. So LHS tan 2a. Which you have found out? Root 3. RHS. RHS देखो 2 tan a upon 1 minus tan squared a. Okay, we have this value. 2 tan a की वैल्यू है अपने पास. 2 tan a is 2 by root 3. 1 minus tan squared a की वैल्यू भी है. tan squared 30 is 1 by 3. How do you simplify this fraction? First, let us simplify the denominator. 1 minus 1 by 3. How do you simplify 1 minus 1 by 3? 3 is the LCM. You don't have anything else below this. So naturally 1 into 3. Don't write 1 minus 1. 1 into 3. Last month I had taken a video for how to find the LCM. Please go through that. That is the basic thing. 1 into 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 by 3. तो यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट 2 2 कैंसिल मत करो. Again in that episode, in that video and today also I am telling, numerator upon denominator. Write the numerator, convert this sign into multiplication. So when you convert this into multiplication, you have to take the reciprocal of denominator. याद है formula? Numerator into reciprocal of denominator. Don't forget that, very useful formula. 2 2 cancels. अभी cancel करो. 3 by root 3. We want LHS root 3. We have got the answer 3 by root 3. Naturally, I will rationalize. क्या करना है? Rationalize the denominator. How do you rationalize the denominator? Rationalizing of surds. Multiply and divide by root 3. Now you have multiplication sign. Now don't confuse with LCM. Direct multiply. 3 into root 3, 3 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. Just usual way of rationalizing. Multiply and divide by root 3. इसके बाद में since you have multiplication sign here, 3 gets cancelled. So again, RHS equal to root 3. LHS is root 3, RHS is root 3. Therefore, LHS equal to RHS equal to root 3, verified. Clear? So these were two sums, one from mensuration, one from trigonometry. Mensuration के बारे में जरा सोचो वापस, वो समझे. Volume क्यों same है? Why we did not cancel pi from both sides? What was the reason? Keep on thinking. Once you think and Follow? You will never forget that sin. Okay, that will be all for today. So tomorrow or in a day or two, we'll take some other topic. Right? Okay. Bye.